Hello everybody. Welcome to our second virtual Business for Home Masterclass event. It's the second time, and again we like to introduce you to 30 very good speakers, and already you know this is the 3 days you have to be on if you want to learn about network marketing, to learn from the best speakers in the world, all here from Amsterdam. And we like to say, get ready, take your notebooks or whatever but be there and take notes all 3 days. And very welcome to all of you. And we hope you have the best 3 days you ever had.
Okay, and the top earners and the top speakers and the mentors we have are from South America, are from Colombia, are from Peru, are from Mexico, but also from the United States. They are from the Netherlands, they are from the Philippines, so all over the globe. And what I also want to say is this: you are now in network marketing for a short period or for a longer period. And believe me, this industry is already so big. There are more than 150 million people involved. And I always make then the joke that I say, hey, so you're not the only idiot doing this. More than 150 people. So I wish you an incredible, great event the coming 3 days. And well, we will see the first host.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the most incredible event of whole network marketing worldwide. Thank you Ted and Dini for the great introduction, but we have a short schedule. We wanted to deliver a lot of value the coming days, so I'm going to start introducing the first speaker. She's only 30 years old. She's originally from Romania, but she lives in France for the last 6 years. She already had some traditional successful businesses, but she found out with network marketing, her reach is a lot bigger and she can achieve all her goals and dreams. She's one of the rising stars of network marketing worldwide, and from France, she's building a worldwide network. So here we have the first speakers. Make your pen and notes ready, and let's get started. And big applause for Lorena Gabor.
My name is Lorena Gabor. I'm 30 years old. I am from Romania, and today I have a special topic for you. I will talk about the follow-up, because we know that the fortune is in the follow-up. So first of all, I will tell you a bit my story so that you can understand at what point the follow-up is important. I started 5 years ago in the network marketing industry. Back then, I was already a business owner. I was having a real estate agency in Paris. So when people were thinking about me, they were not willing necessarily to show to me the business. So imagine that I was already 25 years old and nobody told me about network marketing before. And then I had a very good friend of mine from Romania, and one day she called me and she was like, Lorena, listen to me, I have a huge opportunity for you. You will be very good at this, blah, 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 blah. You know, the speech. And I was like, you know what? I don't want it. I already have my business. I don't want this network marketing thing. So I was very, very close at the beginning at this idea. And then my friend, you know, I was living already in Paris, she was living in Romania, in our small hometown. And then my friend was following me up like crazy. Like every time when I was going to Bucharest, she was calling me and she was like, Lorena, what are you doing? I was like, you know, I'm in Bucharest, I'm in holiday. And she was like, Lorena, you know what? We are having an amazing event in Bucharest. You should really go to that event. You should really go to meet this person, etc. And I was always going, you know, to the meetings, to presentation, because she was a very good friend of mine, and she was so enthusiastic that I couldn't say no. So one time I went, 2 times I went. And then she was keep following me up, because I was always saying, you know what, I don't feel that this business is for you. But she was not a professional, you know, she was at the beginning, but she was really feeling that I could be good in network marketing. So she was doing this follow-up very naturally. So I was really believing that she's seeing something in myself that I don't see already. And then after like 3 or 4 times she followed me up. And then one time she called me and she said, Lorena, listen to me. It's the last time when I'm telling you about this business, because I really believe that you can be very good at this. So I want to invite you to an event. And I was like, oh my God, she's inviting me again to an event. I don't want to go to an event. And she said, we have to go to this event in Italy. I was living in France, she was living in Romania. She said, we have to go to this event in Italy. You have to pay like 200 or 300 euros, I don't remember how much it was, to get in, and you will see this amazing idea. And I was like, she's crazy. I just told her like 5 times that I don't want this business, and now she's telling me to go to Italy and to pay 200 euros to see again this information. And I said, listen, you are crazy. I don't want to go to Italy to pay money, etc. And she said, Lorena, I'm giving you a solution. I'm inviting you to this event. You will come with me by car from Romania, because I was going in my hometown. And I will pay also for the hotel, because anyway, I will rent a hotel for myself, so you can stay with me. You just have to pay the entrance fee. And you know, in my business mind, I was like, okay, so I pay 200 euros to go. I will go to an event. She's saying that it will be interesting, and in plus I don't pay the transport and the hotel, so it will be okay. So I went to this event, and guys, it was after like 6 follow-up. I saw the presentation once and once again, and etc. And then I went to this big event, and I saw so many people, and I was not thinking about the money. I was not thinking about everything that they are saying about the network marketing. I was thinking only about the fact that, wow, there are so many people here that are happy. So for me, it was not at the beginning about the money. It was not about, I don't know, the position, the teams, etc. No, it was about seeing people that are super happy. So for me, it was very important, the fact that she followed me up. And in the same time, another friend of mine, which was more older than me, and I was looking really up to her, she called me once, only once. She called me only once in the same period, and she said only, Lorena, do you have 10 minutes, because I really want to tell you about an opportunity? And I said, you know, I don't have the time now, but maybe another time. And she never followed me up. She never followed me up, and because she never followed me up, she lost a business that generates a couple of millions a year in sales. So my other friend that was at the beginning a newbie, she was an amateur, she just followed me up very naturally, and because of this, she had a big business. She had success in network marketing because I joined with her, and I didn't join with the other person that was a professional, but she didn't follow me up. So this was just a small story to show you how important it is to follow up with people, because maybe it's not the good time for them. Maybe they didn't saw what they were searching. Maybe you were talking about the money and they wanted the freedom. Maybe you were talking about the freedom and they wanted the community. So you never know. That's why it's very important to follow up. So now I want to tell you about the mindset, because I want you to remember when you are doing this business that you have to be like a bee and you don't have to be like a fly. And why I'm telling you this? I'm telling you this because the bee, what is it's doing? Every day she's working and she knows that she needs to do the honey. This is the only a goal that she's having. She's not just saying, oh, I will go to see some flowers, I will just go to I don't know, to have a walk. No, she's going and she's having a very specific goal. She's going to do the honey. And sometimes this bee is going to a flower. It's a beautiful flower, right? You are seeing somebody who's really having a potential. You see that it's having a nice energy, etc. Like I am, right? So you are seeing this flower, but maybe this flower is closed. Maybe it's not the spring for this flower. Maybe it's not the right moment. So you, because you are a bee, and because you know that with this flower you can make honey, and you can help this flower to pollinize, right? You will wait and you will go after, I don't know, after 1 week, after 1 month, you will follow up. But in the meantime, you won't stay. You won't stay like a fly. You know, like the fly, what is doing? The fly is always everywhere. You know, it doesn't have like a specific goal. The fly is everywhere. It's bothering you, right? And the fly is always attracted by the things that are not smelling very well. So don't be like a fly, because the fly, when she's seeing something that doesn't smell well, she's staying there. She's staying there. And this is what we are doing sometimes. You know, you are seeing something, it's smelly, it attracts you in a way, right? And you are just staying next to this person. I saw this a lot of times in our business. People that are having a list of only like 5 or 10 people, and they are always staying there, and they are always like praying, meditating all the time. Oh my God, I really want this person in my team. I really want this person in my team. No, don't do this. This is not our business. This is not how we work. You have to be like a bee. You go, you see the flower, you go to check the flower if it's open. If it's open, you tell them the presentation, you tell them the opportunity that you are having, the product or the services that you are having, and then you are taking the pollen, you are going in your bee machine, I don't know how it's called, right? And then you make the honey. This is our job. Our job is to connect people to the system that we are making, that we are having with our teams, right? And to follow up with that flower if it's closed. This is the only thing that we are doing, and we have to do it like professionals. So how we follow up? We follow up, first of all, it doesn't matter how you follow up, but you follow up like a pro, okay? Because every day I'm seeing people who are following up like an amateur, and I don't want you to be an amateur. The goal of this event is for us to be a rising star, to be the professionals in our business. So when you follow up with somebody, let's say that you talk with John, right? And John, he was, you know, he didn't know exactly, maybe it was not the right timing for him. So he said, okay, Lorena, I will think about it. If I want to follow up with John, I will not go after 1 week or after 1 month. Hello, John, how are you? I want to know if you are ready to start. No, you don't do this with people, because you need to create a relationship. You need to be like human, you know? Just be human and be gentle and be a professional. You don't go with to people and just tell them, okay, are you ready to get started? Look what an amazing thing we are having. You are really missing the opportunity. Or sometimes we are really mean, because we are telling people, okay, how are you? And people are saying, oh, look, I am very tired, etc. And we are saying, you know, if you were with me, you wouldn't be tired. Look how a lifestyle I'm having, etc. No, we don't do this, okay? So now we will see how to follow up like a professional. And we have 2 ways of following up. We have the direct following up and the indirect following up. So first of all, we will talk about the direct follow-up, because it's the most easier, and you just go to the point. It's like the bee. You saw the flower. You are going again to the flower, okay? But you are not going to the flower, and if the flower is closed, again, imagine, if the flower is still closed, it's not its moment, you will not try to open the flower. You will not push the flower, okay? Because a lot of times people are saying, okay, I don't want to follow up because maybe it's pushy, etc. I will tell you ways to follow up without being pushy, because it's very important to remember my story. Remember that my friend was following me up again and again and again without being pushy. Just by being natural and by believing, really believing. She was believing in the heart, really, that I could be good in this industry. And I think I am, you know. We did with our teams millions in sales, so she did a good choice. Maybe you will be the same. Maybe you see in somebody the fact that he can really be a champion in this industry, but maybe it's not the right time for him. So you follow up without being pushy. Now, in order to follow up with somebody, it's very important to keep in touch, just to build the relationship. And I will tell you another example. Once, I had a girl that I saw only once in my life, and I was friend with her on Facebook. And I did to her a presentation. And she told me, you know, Lorena, it's not the right time for me because I'm thinking about moving with my husband to another country. And because I am a professional and because I really treat this business like a real business, I write this girl, her name, I write it in my notebook, okay? And I write, okay, follow up in 1 month, because she told me that she's moving to another country. So after 1 month, I went back and I said, hello, how are you? What's new in your life? And she said, you know, at the end, I didn't move to another country. I'm still in Romania, etc., etc. We talk a bit, and then I asked her, okay, so if you didn't move, now, are you ready to start the business? Because you were telling me 1 month ago that you are really interested. Are you ready to start the business? And you know what she said? She said, Lorena, it's been like 1 week since every day I was thinking about writing to you. So yes, I'm ready to start the business. She signed up on the spot, on the same second, she signed up. And because of the fact that I follow up and because of the fact that she signed up, now we are having a big team in Brazil. So only because I did it like a professional. So how you follow up? First of all, you talk with the person, right? You are doing a conversation. And I know that for many of you, this is like something very natural and normal, okay, to make a conversation. But imagine that for a lot of people from our teams, it's not something normal. It's not something normal to say, hello, how are you? And to wait for an answer. A lot of time people are saying, hello, how are you? And then they say what they want to say. No. Wait for the answer. Really, it's something so easy and so basically, but wait for the answer. When you say to somebody, hello, how are you? Wait for the answer. Be really interested in what this person is doing in their lives, okay? And then you tell them that maybe you have a presentation, right? Maybe you met her at a coffee and you talk about the business. Now you can follow up with an online presentation. Maybe you have a new presentation. Maybe you have something new in your business and you can tell her. You can say, okay, John, you remember then 2 months ago we were talking about the business that I am developing and you said that you are interested. Now I really want to keep you updated because we are having some new thing in our business. And I want to invite you to our new presentations. Are you available in that day? I don't know, whenever you are having the presentation. So you follow up with a reason. You just don't, it's more easy to follow up with a reason than to follow up just to say, are you ready to get started? Right? It's more easy. So you follow up with a new presentation. Maybe you have an offer, right? Maybe, I don't know, it's Black Friday or it's Christmas or I don't know. Maybe you have an offer with your product or with your service. You can follow up and you just tell him that you are having an offer. Maybe somebody from your team or yourself leveled up. Maybe you are having a new rank. Maybe somebody, imagine, this is the easiest way to follow up for me. For example, let's say that we are having somebody who is a nurse, okay? And maybe somebody from our team who was a nurse before, she is having a huge success. She leveled up, right? So I can follow up very easily with John or with Maria, let's say Maria, okay? Maria, look, I was thinking about you because another girl who is a nurse like you, she's having a big success and he made me think about you because I know that you can also have a success. And then you talk and you follow up. And then, of course, you follow up with events because, guys, events are like it was for me, it was a decision maker. When I went to that event, everything changed. So whenever you are having an event in your company, promote like crazy. Promote in your team, but promote with people that are outside of the company, if the event is open for them also, of course. Then you follow up indirect. How can you follow up? every time, remember, every time when you show up, you follow up indirectly. When you show up on your Instagram, on your Facebook, when you are doing a story, for example, let's say that you are a mother, okay, and you are selling products or services, and maybe you are going in a park with your children, okay, you can put a story, and you can say in that story, look, while my children are having fun, I did a new sale. It's amazing to be a mother and in the same time to be able to build this business. You follow up indirectly because another mother that is watching you, she will say, wow, I can do it also. I can do it also. And they will start to think again and again and again. And one day they will send you a message, or one day you will follow up directly and you will put the question. So every time when you do a post or a story, answer to questions that they can have. Maybe I don't have time. Maybe I don't have money. Maybe I don't have friends. Maybe my Facebook is not, I don't have a lot of friends on my Facebook or on my Instagram. And call to action. People, they cannot follow you if they don't know where you are going. All the time, call to action. This business can be for you also. You can have the freedom also. You can do this, you can do that, etc. So follow up indirectly every time when you show up. And the last thing that I want to share with you guys, it's the ultimatum, okay? Let's say that you are having John. John is my favorite one. So John, you talk with John 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and John every time he's you know, he doesn't know exactly. He's saying, yes, Lorena, I like it, but I have to think about it. Or yes, Lorena, I have to move. And then, yes, Lorena, I have a headache or a stomach ache, etc. You know, those kind of people. That they don't say yes, they don't say no. Your job is to have a yes or a no. Your job is not to have all the time the yeses, okay? Your job is just to have a yes or a no, and to follow up and to present the business. So when you have a person that you follow up 5 times, between 3 and 5 times, yes, you will give them an ultimatum. Like my friend gave me the ultimatum. She said, Lorena, I really believe that you can be good in this business. I want you to come to this event. After this, I will not talk to you again about this business, but I really want you to come to this event. I went to that event and the business exploded after. So you give the people the ultimatum. You say, hey, John, I tried to reach you a couple of times now. As you said, you are interested in the project. Are you still interested? Because this type of business is not about chasing people and convince them to do it. It's really for those who want to do it, and I believe you could be great at it. If you are not interested anymore, just let me know, and I promise to never bring this in discussion ever again. That's all, guys. You say this, you tell them that you think that they can be very good in this business. You give them the ultimatum. If they want to come with you, it's okay. If they don't want to come with you, think again the fact that you have to be like a bee. Go again to other flowers, because there are billions of flowers on this earth. So our business is just to show the opportunity and then to follow up like a professional. Thank you very much. I believe that you can be great at this business. So go get it. Thank you.